Going live. All right, I'm live. Hello out there. This is Loretta, Mother's Tarot. Baptism by fire. Is there any other way? Spirit said to get on here and do a live. So I am. And I've got it in slow mo. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to make this happen. Well, we are making it happen. Hopefully, someone will come in and join. And so I will just start talking. I'll pull some cards while we're waiting. Um, let's see. We'll do current energy and recent, developing. Let's see. What's a good subject? Well, Russia Civil War. How about that? That means one of the topics of the day. So I hope everyone's doing great. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, so I have done my preparation. So hopefully this will go well. And also, I want to tell everybody that Friday I will be doing a live June 30th. I'll be doing a live with what's the wrong note? Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, 1 p.m. Pacific time, and I hope you'll be there. Come and check us out. And it's going to be about Disclosure 2.0 continues. We'll talk some on that. And if you've got any other questions, any other subject matter, that's cool too. We can do those. So I hope to see you there. Now, I'll pull some cards about the Russian Civil War while I'm waiting to see if anyone's going to show up here. Hopefully. It's a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest today. It doesn't appear to be too warm out. We're expecting some high humidity, though, today and over the next few days from what I've seen. So we'll see. We'll see. And see how I do with the chat. I know I've only done live a couple other times, 3 other times with Allie. She's such an angel, and I'm not I'm not real good at, or I wasn't there reading the chats and doing the conversation and kind of keeping it up. So this will be good practice for me. So I hope all goes well. Let's see what we got here. We've got the Emperor. Is our first card up for current energies on Russia. Yeah, they're busy taking in all the information at their laptops, coordinating, talking. Oh yeah. I know things have calmed down right now, but I expect there's more to come. There is more to come on Russia. It's been a long time. I think the young people, they're ready for a positive change in their world. And the recent energy, we've got justice. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's exactly what the young ones are looking for, is justice. And it'll be a welcoming change for the younger people, the younger generations, and the ones that follow. This is going to be an exciting year. Exciting year. Expect something, I don't know what, towards the end of the year, though. And let's see. Developing energies. We've got the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So this current reign is coming down. Yep. The young ones, look at that. The young ones, they're ready to fly. They are ready for a change. Hope. They have hope. And they're going to do it. Yeah. So, how's everything going where you're at? If I've got nobody here yet. I don't know if anybody show up. If not, be live with just me pulling cards here. Let's see. We've got the hindering energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So there's work going on. You know, they seem a little slow, a little tedious, but there's help there. There's help there. There's creativity. Yes, indeed. Very interesting. Let me see. I've been going through quite a bit of changes. Oh, Anne, hi. Hi. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, if Putin's already passed, we sure can. You betcha. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles is what I've got on these first 5 cards here for the advice. They're moving. Pentacles, they move slow, but they're about the strong values. They're working on it. They're going to get it. Okay, so we're going to... Thank you, Anne. Thank you. I know, Spirit, he goes, let's do it. Let's do it. Baptism by fire. So here I am. Thank you. Okay, let me see. I think I'm going to use... I'm going to use the doors, the 78 doors of tarot. See if he's already passed. Let's see what we get here. Yeah. And I love your videos, your storytelling, girl. You have such a gift. Such a gift. I love it, really. Oh, yeah. This deck is great. Whoops. I'm going to fall out here. Here we go. All right. I think I'll shuffle them up a little bit. Really big ships above. We're talking about the mothership. I'm going to be on Allie's with Heart and Soul Connected on Friday, 1 o'clock. And it's going to be Disclosure 2.0 and more. I mean, it doesn't have to be just about that. And we're going to ask questions and talk about some different things. Great. Okay, let me see what I can get here. Okay. Has Putin passed? I got the World card. Yeah. We were Putin, he's had like 5 doubles, lookalikes or whatever. There's going to be new life there in Russia. New life. Yeah. The world, yeah, that's the end of a cycle and beginning of a new. So yeah, Putin is done. He's done. we'll see who's going to step in. I've got this one gentleman in Russia. Uh, his channel is Inside Russia, and so he posted today that, man, there's a lot going on over there, and so he's going to be just soaking it all in today and gathering information. And tomorrow he's going to be coming on again, so I get a better update of what's really going on over there, because I just I don't trust the mainstream media, so I look for alternative sources. you know yeah, that's so cool. Anyway, let's see, what else should we throw some cards on besides Putin. um let's see, getting a blank. But anyway, I was saying the energies have been something else with me lately, you know. And it's just, it's a real change. A week ago, let's see, it'd be a week ago Thursday, um, I went to pick up I took her to school and picked her up for the last day of school, my 8-year-old great granddaughter. And, she had some books out and stuff. And, she was concerned about being charged for that. And I was there to rest assured, everything's going to be taken care of. And I was talking to the lady in the office who loves the kid. And we had not told anybody, but the 8-year-old, her mom is my granddaughter. And they have been homeless since September, shortly after school started. So she went her entire second grade being homeless. And I did tell them just before we left there, and of course they were all shocked because she didn't let on. And so anyway, but they did get set up in an apartment, and it's at the other end of the county, and they're all very happy. And there's there's some words that get batted around a bit, amongst light workers, and that phrase is walking in two worlds. Well, and I think what is what's that mean for every, it's got to mean something different for everybody. We've got our spiritual side, and then we've got our human side here in this 3D world. And I don't know if enough of us are let me just talk to Spike. To me, I have to keep my feet on the ground and in this world, otherwise, for me, it's like we're spiritual, and we're here on a mission. Yeah. We're here on a mission, and to affect our lives and the people around us, I believe. Yeah. And so it's, if I'm not, and I get to where I have to just kind of shut down. I'm Scorpio, and my moon is in Cancer, which is home and family. So I tend to that. I nurture that. Even though they're all grown, I still feel a responsibility. Your son's a Scorpio? That's so cool. My My great grandson, he's a year and a half now. He was born 3 days after my birthday, which is on the 13th. So he's a Scorpio also. And it's just so cool to watch him. Just so cool. And he's very inquisitive. He's a detective. He's not one of these toddlers who's just kind of out of control and whizzing around. He's more methodical. You know, yeah. I have a son born in Aries, and my daughter is born in Libra. And I want to tell you, they are opposites. You know, yeah. October 12th. Oh, you're October 21. All right. Yeah. I love my Libra daughter. She just, Libras are really grounded. And balance is so important to them. Oh, your Aries rising. Oh, that's cool. You know, that really, I would think that would really help. You know, I'm not sure what the rising signs of the kids are. My kids, I can't remember right now. But I'm Scorpio with Virgo rising. So yeah, and the moon in Cancer. So yeah, it's incredible. You know, I've met so many interesting people in my life. You know, I had a past life reading, and I learned some things, and I thought I thought I would get another one, but then I listened to um, who was it? Oh, the woo woo girls. Oh, that does help if you got the same moon sign. Yeah. See, my mother was a Aquarius. My father was Virgo. My baby sister is Virgo. Let's see. Oh, on my past life, what did I learn? Well, I I learned that there is a reason. I will be 69 in November, and I have had more addresses than I have been on this planet, in excess of 70. I've never lived, other than my childhood, after I turned um, 18, I've never lived anywhere longer than 5 years. That's it. And I thought maybe I'd make it here, but I didn't want to. But anyway, in the past life reading, thank you, Ann. In the past life reading, um, she told me that the contract, because we all have soul contracts, and the contract was I roam, I have no home. And what came out of that is back long, long ago, before Earth was here, um, in the Palladian star system, uh, from where I was at that time, there was an evil ruler. And I was one of the people that, and her words were, I was taking people and delivering them to the promised land. Her words. So to a safe place, to a safe place. So evidently, I have been running, moving, trying to stay steps ahead of this energy all this time. And in so doing, I have been a I was a slave, a black man, a slave in the early days of the slavery here in the United States. It was awful, awful, awful. And then I was also in the United States here. I was Native American, a woman, and I was deemed to be some kind of wise woman. And I wound up being killed by the white people. And but before that happened, evidently I had had a relationship. I met a white man in the woods when I was hanging out um, to protect myself because evidently I warned the village about the white man. And the white man came in and killed everybody there. I managed to escape, and I was in the forest, and that's how I ran across, or this white man found me, and there was a relationship, and then there it was over, and some other white people found me, and so did they hang me? Yeah, so I think it was a hanging, yeah. And the white man that I had had the relationship with was in the crowd of people. And evidently, I had locked eyes with him. And I evidently messed up his energy going forward because, he was responsible or partly responsible for why I was there. And he, so anyway, it was a deal. And before that, there was another past life where I was in Africa in a small village in the northern part, I think it was, and I was a queen. Now, and it was just a small village, but those were the 4 lifetimes that came out in that reading. And then I listened to, and this was just in this last week, I listened to one of the woo-woo sisters, or I can't remember their channel name right off. But anyway, I heard her describe, her name was Jen, and she was talking about the difference between past life readings and the Akashic Records reading. Now, after I had my past life reading, I felt like I'd been drugged through a knothole backwards. And I mean, for a couple of weeks, it was hard, really hard at first. But she says the Akashic Record reading, in that one, you're not being pulled in, to share, what you're getting, but the Akashic reader, because I'll give them my permission, then the guides or the archetypes, who's ever protecting the records, they decide what to open, in answering my question. No, it's not Jen's world. It's the woo-woo. It's got woo-woo in the name of their channel. I'll check it and I'll try to remember to put it down below because I don't know how to do all this stuff. But yeah, it's soul debt for him, exactly. Yeah, because it did come up that I had one relationship in this lifetime where I had never treated any man ever this way, and I I would just, and it wasn't that I hurt him type thing, but I'll give you an example. Like this one night, we're out at one of the little local pubs, or it's a restaurant, and then it's got a bar area with its karaoke in it, right? And I tell him, I says, I want you to sing me a song. Get up on stage and sing me a song. And it was one of Garth Brooks' songs. And he did. And I thought, oh man, I shouldn't have done it, but I used my power to do that. And evidently, this was that guy, you know. So I had a reading with JJ Tuda Speaks. I deeply respect. Oh, okay. I haven't. Is that the name of her channel? Or does she have a channel? This JJ at Tuha Speaks. Let me know if she got a channel, and I'll check her out. That's really neat. Yeah. I thought the Akashic Records reading, I reached out to this gal Jen on the Woo Woo channel. Oh, good. I'll check her out. Thanks. And I asked her to email me that I was interested in her doing an Akashic read for me. But I haven't heard from her. So, maybe she doesn't do it anymore, or she doesn't do that way. So, Tuha Speaks is a shaman. Cool. I will. I'll check her out. Absolutely. Yeah. So, but anyway, this guy named Bob, he's got, and I can't remember, I don't think he's got a channel. He's got a website, but he has been on with, he's been on Allie's channel, Heart and Soul Connected. And I believe he's been on with Susan Lynn. I know Susan Lynn did a reading for him because that's where I got his name. All right. Great. I will check her out. Yeah. Have you heard of, what's the woman's name? Dakota. She teaches shamanism, I believe. She's got 3 names. Doggone it. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. Yeah, I wish I could remember. Anyway, she is a Native American, and I bought, let's see, 3 of her meditations to help open the third eye, and I got going on it, and then energies changed, events changed around me, and I thought, okay, and I also thought I might have been pushing it where I wasn't there yet, and so, but I've got those tucked away, so I plan on getting those out again. But yeah, this shamanism is great. I guess there's a lot of people going into shamanism. Yeah. How do you feel about this walking in 2 worlds? I mean, I guess, is it different for everybody? I wonder. I'm glad you're here, Annie. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. I did the 52 card spread, or I don't know why I want to say 52 cards. The 15 card spread for you. Yeah, I did on your writing. Yeah. I feel alive in spirit in the people world. Yeah. When I was 6 years old, the first time I heard spirit, and I was sitting in catechism class, 1st grade Sunday school for regular people, and we were, Genesis is where we started, and we're going along, right? And then we get to the part where Cain and Abel is going to go off to find wives. And my little pea brain goes, what? And I ask, where does these other people come from? And I was told, that's one of the mysteries of the Bible. And at that moment, I heard, am I ear in my head, that's a lie. And it was a man's voice. And that started me. I mean, I didn't know it at 6, but I believed what I heard. I absolutely believed it. And of course, at that age, you think it must be Christ, you know? Well, it was either Christ or the archangel or my spirit guide. Or speaking of spirit guides, this Chardon, this is my spirit guide. He's been with me thousands and thousands of years. We were in Sri Lanka when he was on Earth. We were in Sri Lanka together. And the wolf here, he was a shapeshifter. And it caused him to die not a good death. But anyway, Chardon's here with me. And whoops. I dropped the fool. This is one of my fool moves. I wanted to go home. Animals. Yeah, I get that. Animals have saved you. Man, yeah. One of a ballet. Really? It's being taught about galaxies. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, a dual memory. Honor to your guide. Thank you. Yeah, Chardon's really cool. It was October 2nd of 2022, and I was taking. I must have been in Susan Lynn's. Yeah, I was one of the Patreons, and she does little classes to help us, pull cards and stuff like that. And then there was introducing you to your spirit guide. Well, we did an introduction to our spirit guides that day. The membership did. And I popped up and I says, well, can you tell me who mine is? Give me a name. And he flips me attitude. Of course, I recognized why as soon as Susan's going, what is this about the name? And you're just going to shorten it and then she starts sounding it out. And, but anyway, his name's Chardon. But my daughter's, her name is Shannon. So, and it had come out, I don't remember when, that, she wanted to have a nickname, and her name wasn't really built for nicknames. So, and after that, when I learned that, and then I thought about it, and I thought, okay, well, I could call her Shan, So, Chardon didn't want me to shorten his name. So, yeah, it was trippy. But, yeah. Is there anything you want to ask, Ann? I got you all to myself here. Yeah, if you can think anything to read on other than, well, we did Putin. We did that. But if you got any questions about anything, how you doing with your writing? You're a fabulous writer. Are you going to publish anything? That's what I want to know. Are you going to publish any of your writings? Because you ought to. You really should. You would help so many. And you could do private publish if you want. Are my animal spirits so happy with that latest poem about them? Oh, yeah. Do you want me to pull a card? Do you want me to let Chardon answer through the rods? I use the rods to answer, to get a yes or no question from him. Yeah, I hope you are too, man, because you are fabulous. Really. Let me pull the rods, and I'll have Chardon answer. Okay, here we go. Okay, Chardon. get you all set up. Neutral. Thank you. Chardon. Annie Bear would like to know, are her animal spirits happy with the latest poem about them? Yes. Yes, they are. Thank you, Chardon. Thank you. Yeah. Chardon's been wanting to get in on being in the video with me. Yeah. I sit here and never go like this. Yeah. Just make a connection like that. Although I don't need to, I know. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, we yeah, that's good. I have a story about the horse, a horse that I had. Yeah, it's a kid. Well, not mine. I'm the oldest of seven. So, and my brother brought this horse home one day. We had 10 acres, and that time frame of my life I refer to as Dingleberry land. You know, when you got 7 kids, the parents, they, you know, try to come up with a name when they're trying to talk to you or address something that you've done that needs to be corrected. And, they'll go through the whole line and not even get it. So my dad, he just called us Dingleberry. So that's where that comes from. But anyway, I was out riding, and we didn't have money. I mean, my brother, he walked the horse up the driveway. He had a bridle on, he had a lead on it, and grinning ear to ear. How old was he then? I think he was 10. I think he was 10. Yeah. And yeah, and Dad, I see him, and Dad's watching him, and he comes up and he goes, my brother's so happy. He goes, I just was given this horse, and I'm like, God, Dad, can I keep it? And all that. And Dad goes, he gets his wallet out. He pulls $1 bill out. He hands it to my brother. He says, you take that horse back, and you get a bill of sale for it before you bring it home. And he did. So we started out. Then it was the old bridle they gave us, and but one day I was out riding, so I learned to ride bareback, and we had hills and such. And, I was strong. I mean, it was 10 acres, small farm, all kinds of animals and chores. And oh, Joey Coyle, hi, nice to have you here. Thanks. I was just telling the story about a horse that we had as a kid. And the thing about this horse is I was on a road nearby and almost home, but it was a stretch where there was no houses. And this car drives up slows down. And behind the wheel is what appears to me to be like a Scottish type older man, elderly almost, pretty much. And he's got one of these, those golf hat things that got the blue bill. He's got one of them on. And the guy in the other seat, the passenger side, he's probably 19. I'm about 14 at that time. Maybe he's 20, something like that. And they're rolling down the road, and he gets his butt up. He rolls his window down, puts his butt on the bottom of the window frame, is holding himself with by the inside like this over the car. And he says, hey, nice horse and all that. And he goes, can I get a ride? Now I can see the stop sign, and a kitty corner from that is our neighbors. I'm close to being home. And I tell him, I says, nah, man, I've been running her hard. She's tired. And he says, oh, yeah, she looks like it. Well, she was as dry as a bone. I had not been running this horse. And, of course, Spirit tells me I'm in big, big danger. And I I see him slide back inside the car, and there's a shoebox. I see a shoebox sitting in between his feet, and I get a picture of a handgun. And my legs tightened up on that horse. I didn't, and that's all that happened. It's my legs. I just tensed up like that. That horse shot off, and there was the road teed at the end. I got a stop sign there. I tried to slow her down. She wasn't slowing down. I could not stop her. I did not have a saddle under me. And she barrels across the yard, and about the time I'm crossing the road, the guy yells out, "She's going 30 miles an hour." And I'm going, "Wow." And we go up, and we stop by their porch. They had a tall cement porch. And I can feel the horse just trembling underneath me, rocking. And I'm breathing hard and all this like that. And I tell her, the neighbor lady comes out on the porch, and I tell her what happened. And then I go, and at the back of their property is a trail through the woods to where I live, to our property. And I take that home. So I love it. I love animals. And horses especially. Oh my God. They are just so majestic, magical. Oh, it's something else. So I haven't had a horse since then, but I've ridden a few times. Yeah, it was a close call, you know. But yeah, it's just one of them things. So anyway, and we got Joy Corley here. Every Big Bang. Hi, how you doing? You got a question? You want me to pull any cards or ask my spirit guide using the rods? Need an answer on anything? Well, we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl. Yeah, I've been in some situations over my life, and spirit has always saved me. You know. Yeah, yeah. I've lived in. I was born and raised in Washington State, and I always thought I would be going to California. That didn't happen. I had a really low point in my life where the events that transpired was I was given a plane ticket and accompanied to Alaska out of Spokane, Washington. I had 2 babies I had to leave behind. At that time, I thought I was going to die. I believed it. I wholeheartedly believed it. Because of some medical problems I was having. And every doctor I went to, well, they shouldn't have had a license, just put it that way. But anyway, I spent 15 years in Alaska. I was up there, let's see, just a little over a year before I had the surgery because of another person Spirit put in my life. Oh, yeah, you know, everybody's got their story. Everybody's got their journey. It's, you know, it's just something that for whatever reason I had to go through. And I was out camping along one of the creeks. We were like halfway between Anchorage, Alaska and Fairbanks, Alaska. There was, you know, not a huge river, but, you know, creek type, more than a creek, running along the highway up there. And we'd pulled off and was camping. And I had one of those bad attacks. Yeah, I drove it. Well, I didn't drive it before it got paved. But what I did when I drove out of Alaska, which was in 88 or 89, something like that. Well, then you've got, what is it? There's a highway that you can drop down. They say it's a highway. It's dirt road the entire way, but it'll save you 500 miles. know, I probably should stay on the main road, but God bless them. What we got here? Yeah. Camp robber birds, giant mosquito. Oh yeah, mosquitoes. Oh my Lord. I was camping out one time. You know, there was a small group of us that would go camping and stuff. Well, they drugged me along. I mean, you know, when I went up there, they knew I was. You know, I believed I was going to die. You know, so. But anyway, we were camping, and I had to go potty. You know, and we're canoeing. Yeah, I think we were canoeing then. I had to pull over. Oh, when you got to pull your drawers down, and I mean the mosquitoes were thick. Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, I've had some great experiences. Yeah, a bear with your young cubs. Yeah, I was rafting. It was the last time I think I was on the water up there before I left, and we were on the Kashwitna River. That's up by Tukwila. And anyway, we were rafting. I had my third husband was in there, and my brother and his wife. And that one brother is still up there in Alaska in Wasilla. And we coming down, and we look over. I look over to the left of me, and there's a blonde grizzly, first one I've ever seen, and it was incredible, incredible. Yeah, yes. And then I had when I had the third husband up there, we had a chalet, and it was like on a little cliff type thing. There was a road underneath, and then Cornelius Lake, and then there was two mountain ranges. Beautiful. And one day, it's during the summertime, and I'm coming around, and we've got windows all in the front. I look out, this big bull moose, and I mean, he had velvet coat in his antlers, and it was huge, and his shoulders were just at the deck. And of course, my kids, I'm thinking, oh my God, where are they? Running out. You know, he didn't notice him or anything, but it was quite an experience. They're spirit bears, really? Wow, that's cool. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was. I loved it, you know. And but then it was time for me to leave Alaska. But I had a lot of great experiences up there. I also one of the men that I was dating, we took he took me on the cruise. You know, Southeast Alaska, leaving. Where did we leave out of? Could have been. It might have been Girdwood, but I'm not sure. Not is it Girdwood? Girdwood's where Alyeska is. No, there's a no Whittier. Whittier is just before Alyeska, where I downhill ski, which I did that too. And between Alaska and Girdwood, Whittier, there's a train that goes in, and then there's water. All kinds of ships come in there, I think. And anyway, we took a sail down, and yeah, Petersburg, Juneau, um, all those places along the way. Just, if I ever moved back, it would be Southeast Alaska. You know, it's the only thing that compares to the Pacific Northwest, and their trees are just so much huger. I saw a tree, I couldn't put my arms around it. You know, it had to be 5-6 feet around in diameter. It was crazy. But anyway, yeah. So it's been a life. How about you, Anna? Have you always lived here in the Pacific Northwest? Yeah. You ever see hairy people there? Oh, you mean like Sasquatch? No, I've never seen one. I never have, but I've I've a soul that I never doubted that they were there, you know. And I don't know that I became aware of them until sometime in my adult life, you know. I mean, just because I was, I'm always poking around about, otherworldly beings and ships and all that. And I came across a story one time, and there was a witness who was on, I think it was on a ship, and that was one of the beings walking around that ship was a Bigfoot. And it was like someone had flipped a switch and the Bigfoot just dropped like a rag. You know, it's crazy. I don't know. We got here. I've lived in South Dakota, other side of the mountains, Pasco, Connell, mostly here. Yeah, yeah. I've got my family moved in 1972 to Libby, Montana. And from there, my the floors. Yeah, Dingleberry number 4, the second boy. He moved to Williston, North Dakota, um, and he's lived there now since I think they were about 19 when they finally went over there. But his wife's family's over there. So yeah, yeah. Every 2 years, a different house. Yeah, that's yeah. See, I didn't have that experience as a child, but man, as an adult, oh, sometimes it was like you know. I know there was one year I moved 3 times, 3 times. It was not uncommon for me to move twice a year. And the job situation, it was the same with me. You're told, yeah, yeah. See, but it might go back. It probably goes back to what they said about me in my past life reading. Where I roam, I have no home. I mean, that seems to make sense more than anything else. Because I've never been involved with the military in any way, shape, or form where you would move lots of places. I just haven't experienced that. But I was like, I turned 17, and then 6 weeks later, I was standing over the grave of my dad. So I freshly dug grave, and and I wasn't prepared. I led a pretty isolated life. Up until I was 10 years old, I was told that just about every day you're going to school to learn, not to make friends. So, but I had a big family. My mom's family. I had like 100 first cousins alone in this county. By the time I'm 20 years old, that's a lot. And we had there were potlucks, holiday stuff. So, there was a lot of interesting characters in that group. So, yeah. I don't I don't know if any of the women in my family had this sight, you know. And I didn't. My dad's family was from California. That's why I thought and I was just surfing. I'd get butterflies watching the surfers ride those waves, and I can't swim. I'm scared to death of water, but I love the exhilaration of, it must have been so exciting. So my grandma Gypsy, oh yeah, grandma Gypsy, yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I Yeah, I didn't get to know my grandma on my dad's side. I wish I had him, you know. And I thought I would go to California, but I wound up in Alaska and then back down here. And then I spent a year in Montana finally. And there was one time I landed in Montana, and the only way out was, and that's when that messed up relationship with that one guy. I had him get up on stage and sing to me. I tried to get rid of him, without hurting him, of course, and wound up putting everything in the back of the pickup truck because my sister is in Libby, the one that's a year and a half younger than me. She's passed now. May she rest in peace. But so I headed over there with this guy, and yeah, finally got out from underneath him with the help of my sister. And then it was like I couldn't find any work there, because I'm not waitress material. I'm not. But I went to the unemployment office. Ooh, it dabbed in the dark a little bit, huh? Yeah. I think I've got a cousin on my dad's side who dabbed a little bit in the dark. And from what I picked up, actually caused the death of another person. That's just, you pick up intuitively because they're not going to say, but they're going to tell you something. Yeah, it was like that. And anyway, okay, now I've lost my train of thought. So, yeah, we're coming up on an hour. And you've just been such a blessing hanging out here with me, talking to me. Thank you. And like I said, I'll be on Friday again, Allie uses StreamYard, and I am lost with it. So she wants to try to do a simulcast. So I don't know how this could. I went and looked at StreamYard again before I came on here. And it's like, they just don't offer much information. Yeah, just about. Is our other visitor still here? I don't see her. Joey Coyle. Hi, ladies. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, this has been fun, I think. I've enjoyed having you here, Ian. And baptism by fire. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of. Yeah. Thank you so much, Annie. I really appreciate it. I'll come on again and try. So, you know what, Ann? If you want to do a live together, let me know. I'm game. Spirit says I'm going to be stepping up my game. So, you know. So if you'd like to, that'd be great, you know. And so anyway, namaste. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll wrap this up because it's been an hour. And I know you got stuff to do. I know I got lots I should be doing. You've never done a live. Well, I thought, yeah, didn't you do a live? Well, not with somebody else, but wasn't it this morning you did a little bit of a live, I thought. And, but anyway, yeah, think about it and let me know because, yeah, you know, I think you and I might resonate and, you know, do some stuff. Thank you, Annie. Okay, honey. Bye-bye. I'll see you in the next video. Okay. Bye-bye, sweetie. Good. Did I get it? Details. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. All right. That's good. All right. And you will.